Hi everyone, my name is Ran with RSB Life. Now let's talk about how the cash value is credited on the policy, because the premium that is paid into the policy, a portion of it is used for the cost of insurance, meaning the actual cost of having the insurance in force. And there are other expenses that come with that. So when we're taking the cost of insurance and the expenses, we wind up with a cash value that gets invested. That investment is tied to an index that the client chooses. An index is a basket of securities. The most known one is the S&P 500, just the 500 largest companies in the US stock market. And the policy tracks the performance. Now, we have a minimum return of 0%. That means that even if the S&P was negative for 1 year, we will still get a minimum of 0, so we're not going to lose on our cash value, and we have a cap of about 10.25%. That means that if the S&P 500 did 10.25 or above it, we get 10.25. If it does a return between 0 to 10.25%, we get that exact rate of return. Historically, this type of policy has been outperforming most of the other types just because of the fact that in the long term, we can see that they're running at about 6.57%. In addition to compounding based on what the S&P 500 did for that time frame, and when I say time frame, we mean a 1 year point to point. So if we started on August 1st, we look at what the value of the S&P was, and then the next year on July 31st, we see what the value was at the end of that 1 year point to point, and the difference is our return. Now, most index universal life companies credit a bonus on that return. That bonus is calculated differently, depends on which carrier you're writing the policy with, but that bonus gives you an extra return on that policy.
Learn more about premium financing at rsblife.com.